It is officially November 5th. We made it. It is election day. Woo, baby. I hope y'all got out and voted. If not, obviously there's still time. I haven't even voted myself, and well, you know who I'm voting for. Mr. 45, baby. The third time, and third time's the charm. Voted for him in 2016, stood in line with my father. Voted for him in 2020, stood in line by myself. And then you're damn right, I'm going to be penciling in Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance for the 47th president of the United States. Patriots, goddamn, today's the Super Bowl, baby. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. We had a viral moment again on TikTok yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but my TikToks are blowing up. I showed my electoral map, and probably will hit 200,000 views today. I feel like I say this every time we come on here, like, oh yeah, my TikTok blew up. You guys, I am shocked. I don't have a lot of followers on TikTok, okay? Between 400 and now 1,600 followers. In that range, we've had about 4 or 5 TikToks go viral. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but clearly the people love the content, just as all of you Patriots do. So if you could smash that like button, it brings a lot of people into the show. That would be greatly appreciated. Here we go. America to decide the next president of the United States today, and hopefully we find out. I don't think we will. You got places like Arizona. Maricopa County is going to take 13 days. I think we'll know obviously before then. Pennsylvania is going to take 3 days to get all the ballots counted. I think we'll know before then, just based on the statistics. We could do like 90% confidence levels, 95, 99. But polls are open in Arizona as of an hour ago, Wisconsin, Iowa, other states. I'll show you my electoral map. I want to know what you all think, but that's, I got Donald Trump winning, and I'll show you how that breakout works. So millions will vote in person in the 2024 election today as the nation decides who will be the next president. Polls open in certain parts of Vermont at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, meaning they're already voting. Connecticut, Kentucky, Maine, New Jersey, New York, and Virginia. North Carolina, Ohio, and West Virginia begin voting at 6:30. Now, because I'm on the West Coast, everybody's already penciling them in. 7 a.m. polls open in Alabama, Delaware, and well, you can read it yourselves. You can kind of see here what's going on. So big stuff. About 77 million people voted early. This is the most recent Real Clear Politics polls, folks. Now, it's from Sunday. They didn't do anything Monday. I don't really blame them. But Trump's up in Pennsylvania. Again, not by much, folks. Everything's a margin of error. So don't be like, oh, yeah, Trump, woo. It's all margin of error other than Ohio. Some places in Ohio. So you got Pennsylvania, Trump up. Ohio, Trump is up. Michigan is Harris. I actually gave Michigan to Harris, so we'll break that out in one moment. Wisconsin, Trump is up, but I actually gave that to Harris too. I'll explain in just one moment my toss-ups. Montana, North Carolina, I gave North Carolina to Trump as well, and I gave Georgia. Nevada, I actually threw to Harris. Arizona, I gave to Trump. And so let's just look at my breakout here. Oh, sorry, this is Real Clear Politics. So, well, let's just look at this and I'll show you mine. So this is as of technically November 3rd. They're updating it still currently. The toss-ups, as you can see, are in gray: Nevada, Arizona, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. Minnesota should go blue. Arizona, I don't know. The reason why I gave Arizona red and I gave it to Trump was because I think, based on what's going on at the border, they can't print money. They're getting shafted and have been getting shafted since COVID. You'd be insane to vote Democrat if you're in Arizona, man. Insane. Georgia, I think, has to go red this time. Come on, Georgia. North Carolina, if these people, after what happened with the hurricane, if these people go blue, Lord baby Jesus, there is no hope for our fellow brothers and sisters in North Carolina. The one that's on my radar, big time, that nobody's talking about, is in fact Virginia. Let's not sleep on Virginia here. I still gave it blue. I think Virginia's still in the game a little bit. What was interesting, though, a lot of people got super pissed at me. Let me zoom in a little bit. On Iowa, people were upset with me on TikTok about Iowa. Now, look, Iowa was blue for a little bit, believe it or not. People are like, well, how could you sit there and give Iowa to Kamala Harris? Truthfully, in my grid, it doesn't matter. Trump could actually lose Iowa and still win. I'll explain in a moment. But Iowa was blue, and so I didn't think it would stay blue. It's not going to stay blue. The reason why is there's more registered Republicans than there are Democrats in Iowa. So the only way that Republicans lose that state is if they don't get their tushies off the couch and go vote. Let's break down what I got here, folks. This is my map. This is what Bald Brad says is the victory for Donald Trump. This is what went viral yesterday on TikTok, by the way. Like I said, should hit 200,000 plus views today. I don't even understand it. Bonkers. So here's the toss-ups. I'm giving Arizona to Trump. Reason why is illegal immigration. I don't see why Kamala Harris should win that state. Nevada's a toss-up, and I'm leaving it as a toss-up, and I'll tell you why. Because in 2020, they still didn't clean up their voter registration rules. Remember, this is the state where people were voting from properties that didn't exist. Like physically did not exist. You'd walk out there and it's just desert. It's like a mountain range. This is not a joke. People were also voting for properties that they no longer lived at. So a lot of foolery was going on in Nevada. Dead people were also voting in this state. Now, into what proportion? I don't know. Doesn't matter because the margins are so thin in this election and last election, we can't play games. So I'm leaving it as a toss-up. You know, we could give it to Harris, but it doesn't really change my output here. And then I'm also giving Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to go blue. I think Michigan's going to go blue. Michigan was a close call in 2020. A lot of people thought because of boots on the ground, seeing all these Trump supporters, that Michigan's going to go red. It possibly could be. It possibly could be. Now, here's the one. Pennsylvania, I'm giving to Trump. So again, Pennsylvania, I'm going to give to Donald Trump. I'm leaving Wisconsin and Pennsylvania as a toss-up, and I'll explain why in just one moment, because I want you guys to get my logic here. North Carolina and Georgia, I'm giving to Trump. They'd be insane with what happened and what has been going on to go blue. I don't think they'll go blue. Now, if you look at this with Nevada, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Trump, without those three states, is at 262. He just needs 270. Meaning, Donald Trump just needs either Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, one or the other. You could flip-flop Michigan for Wisconsin, right? Because a lot of people think Michigan's going to go red. Doesn't matter. If we give Wisconsin to, say, Kamala, and we give Trump Michigan or Pennsylvania, he still wins. This is the grid. This is what he needs. Basically, you guys, he needs one of these three states, as long as he gets the other ones. So my final map is going to look like that. I don't care what happens in Nevada or Wisconsin based on what I have here. We need Pennsylvania. And Donald Trump would be elected the 47th president of the United States. Let me know what y'all think about that.